Hey y'all, it's your girl Steffi J. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. If you are a new subscriber or just new to my channel in general, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Today, pretty much, I'm going to be all over the place. Y'all see this look. I'm going to teach you all how I do my cut crease. On top of that, I'll be giving like a little bit of advice based off little things that just come in mind. But on to the video. Okay, so for the past couple of days, like this topic just been on my mind. Just something I've been observing about myself, those around me, and just like, I don't know, like how I want to carry myself like moving forward. So a lot of the times, like, I don't know, I feel as if no matter what I do, like it's never enough. Like I'm not doing what I need to do to the max of how I should be doing it, if that makes sense. So with that being said, I don't know like how many religious people I have in here. I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm not the everyday Christian that you'll see. I mean, I'm still young, I'm still living, I'm still learning. But throughout the years in my life, I have said things that, I don't know, like right now, in the state that I am right now, a lot of the things that I probably said, did in my life, they really are irrelevant because it don't benefit you in life at all. So one of the topics I'm gonna talk about is gonna focus on friendship, family, and you as a person. So let's start with the topic of friends. A lot of us have situations that we go through in life, which every human goes through. Some of the situations that we go through or the trials that we have to face, they're a bit similar to those that are around us, but it's not exactly what those around us go through. And a lot of the times we think, oh, well, maybe like if I tell her or maybe if I tell him, like they're gonna look at me different. Like I don't see like how I would be able to come out and tell my friend what I'm going through. For example, if a horrible situation happened, you ran out of money, you ain't got no more money in your pocket, and you need a couple of dollars. There's no reason why you should be afraid to reach out to your friend and say, hey sis, I'm going through something right now and I just need a favor. Is it possible that you could lend me such and such and I'll be able to give it back to you, or whatever the case is. Like, of course there's some people where you just know for a fact you just can't lean on them, but I mean, we all deserve to have at least one friend or someone, even if it's a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a family member, or whatever the case is, that we could lean on and talk to. Because what happens when you don't have nobody to talk to? At that point, you begin to feel like, okay, I just gotta sit in my mess. I just have to deal with it the way that I know how to deal with it. And no, it should not be that way. It should not be that way at all. You should be able to reach out to somebody, like talk to someone. Because, you know, in my church, my pastor, he always says, God did not embed fear in any of his children, which is completely true. And you know, for a very long time, I thought to myself, when he was talking about fear, that it was like, okay, so let me say this first. So there was a point in time in my church where my pastor was talking about dreamers and interpreters, so those who can interpret dreams. Then after that, it was also like a message about God not embedding fear. So in my mind, I started to think like, okay, maybe like some people in the church are having scary dreams and they're afraid to share these dreams, and that's what he's talking about. But little did I know, I mean, it had part of that. It was part of that, but I mean, that's not the focus of his message. His message was pretty much saying like, a lot of the times we fear to move forward. We fear to put that extra foot out there. We fear to do what he's asking for us to do just so he can reward us in the way that he wants to reward us. Let that soak in. That comes in a situation like I was saying before. If you missing like $5 or whatever, say you have to pay your rent this month and you off like $20 or whatever the case is, there should be someone that you could at least call and talk to and ask for that favor. Like, you should not be fearful to pick up that phone and text your friend or text your family member or call your friend, call your family member and tell them what's up with you. Like, what is the secret? What are you afraid of? Who's really judging you? In Judgment Day, your friend gonna judge you? They're gonna determine where you go? Let that sit right there real quick. In addition to that, everybody not your friend. Stop calling everybody your friend, because everybody is not your friend. There's people that come in your life that teach you lessons, and with those lessons, you have to tell yourself or understand within yourself that there was a lesson behind that person. It's not, oh, she did me wrong. Oh, he did me wrong. Oh, whatever. I'm just not going to talk to them no more. Oh, I'm better than that person. Oh, I don't want to talk to them. No, that's not how life works. Life is full of lessons. Full of lessons. So y'all see that bra? There you go. I cleaned up the bra. I filled the bra in. I used my squeegee. My bra looks a little bit higher today because that's just the look that I'm going for. In addition to that, I'm also looking for my pencil. Purchase your tracks today. Why my makeup? Oh, I knew it would come. And I'm just gonna fill in those little parts that I messed up. But yeah, that's how you do your eyebrow. Okay, so now back to the topic. Now let's talk about relationship-wise. Me personally, I'm in a relationship. I've been in a relationship for almost 8 years now. I love my partner to death. He's amazing. Like, to me, I don't believe any relationship is perfect. Those stories that people feed y'all, I'm not gonna say that people don't have amazing days. People have, I don't want to go into that because I can't comment on anybody's relationship but myself. But like I said, my relationship is what I make it and he make it. We're happy where we at. We enjoy each other's spaces. So that's in reference to us. So I'm speaking in terms of my relationship. When it comes to my relationship, for a very long time, I would say in the beginning, I was afraid to share certain things with him. I didn't know how he would look at me or if he still wanted to be with me after like a lot of the things that I shared with him or wanted to share with him. And that was just a part of me that was fearful as to what he would think of me. And that was little old me. Little old me thinking, what if? What would happen? Oh, would he leave me? Oh, if you thinking that behind your head, sis, then that's not the person for you. That's really not the person for you. I literally had to sit there with him one day and explain to him these emotions, and he let me know, like, bruh, I'm your man. Like, you shouldn't be afraid to talk to me about anything. Like, before you even think that you could go to your friend and talk about a situation too, you should be open enough to come to me and talk to me. And that just makes me appreciate him even more than the person he is, because y'all, I'm not gonna blush on camera because I know he listening to me, but When I say our relationship is not perfect whatsoever, but when I say he brings out a different side of person, he brings out a different person out of me. Like, yeah, he gets to see the bad side a lot of the times compared to my friends and family members. But when I say, like, get you a man, sis, it's beneficial. But yeah, that's my man. All right, so no more blushing. You see, that's how I be. I can't stop smiling because that's just my man. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care how anybody feel. That's my man. That's my relationship. This is the person I decided to be with. That's my man, and that's it. He makes me feel like this. Some days he make me feel like, but he makes me feel like this too. And that's all that matters. And you know what? That comes along with talking to your partner too. What you scared of, sis? What, you gonna tell him the truth or you gonna tell him what's going on and he gonna leave? That's better for you. Then you really know, like, that person not for you. That person not rocking for you. That person is just not for you. Like, maybe it's just time to look at somebody else. Another thing, don't be afraid to face new challenges with your partner. The reason why I say that is because you guys are a unit. You work together. You don't work apart. So if you're afraid to face a challenge, you're gonna cause them to be afraid too, because they like, okay, maybe she been through something like this before, and maybe she already know, and maybe I should just not even approach this topic. Maybe we should just leave it alone. Maybe we should just walk away. But why? What are you afraid of? It's two people doing this. We became one person for a reason. Like, if one fall, the next person's supposed to be there to pick up that person. There's no need to feel like, oh, yeah, that's not working out for me. That's not working out for him, or however the case is. So, yeah, that's not something that we do. Why? What you scared to try? I promise, I'm learning this myself. All right, let me fill in this other brow real quick. Oh yeah, quick fact about me. When I'm trying to focus, like for real, when I'm trying to focus on something, for some reason, it's like I'm just on that. Like, I cannot do two things at a time. So if you see like I'm stopping in between me talking, it's because I'm probably trying to focus really hard and I really can't talk while I'm trying to focus. Like, it's just something about me. I finally came out and told my boyfriend that too. Like, sometimes he'll be talking to me and I'm reading something and I'll be like, babe, what you just said? And he'll be like, so you didn't hear anything that I said at all? And it's like, I really can't help it. If you have any advice on how I could multitask in a situation like this, please, like when I say please, comment down below, because I know people be tired of me. I promise you, if I'm reading, don't talk to me because I can't hear anything that you're saying. If I'm talking and you're talking too, I promise I didn't hear anything that you just said to me. I promise you, I probably heard one word, 2 words, but I guarantee you I did not hear anything that you just said. Really. And if I didn't hear the sentence, what I'm making out of that? But yeah, let's do this brow, y'all. Gotta sharpen this pencil again. I ain't even gonna lie, like, a lot of people don't like pencils, and I believe it's because of this reason right here. Like, I don't know what they put in these brow pencils, but every time you use them, they just crack and break. But I mean, it looks so, I did it again. It looks so good.
Purchase your tracks today.
Okay, let's clean this up. So I'm gonna take that LA Colors concealer again. I'm gonna pat that baby down below this eye. Look what I did. A mess. Okay, so clean this out. Do y'all see that coverage? Do you see it? Like, of course you still see those little spots because I didn't do anything to it, but do y'all see that? And that's off like one little dot on my pencil, literally one little dot. And look at all of that. The other brow wasn't like this because I was trying to determine like how I wanted to do the other brow, but yeah.
Purchase your tracks today.
I'm gonna just clean it up a little bit. If you want, like me, I usually keep a wipe or some toilet paper or paper towel, whatever the case is, whatever I can use to clean up my brush. And yeah, I just wipe that brush down, go in, tap on my foundation a little bit, tap on my concealer, and then boom. Come on, Clip, stop playing. I need to get this brow out the way so we could finish talking. Y'all know I can't do too many things at one time. I can't. So let's get this brow out of the way. Okay, so pat that baby down. Let's make her look alive. By the way, Fit Me is one of my favorite affordable foundations. For a long time, I used to use, I don't know like what these are called. Let's see. So it says,
Purchase your tracks today.
I don't know. It's a foundation. It's by Black Radiance, but I don't know like what this is called. So it looks like it's not a powder. I don't know. We gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up and I'll be sure to have that in by like later or whatever the case is. But when I promise to you, like, Jamal, what are you doing? Because all of that music, all that is coming out in the video. So what you doing? It's okay, baby. Can I get a hug? You wanna say hi? I'm gonna blur this out. Y'all. Okay, so back to topic. So I don't know what this is. I used to use it. It's not liquid. It's not powder. I don't know what this is considered, but it's in the shade Espresso. Why was I using this too? Because we're gonna talk about this another time. But yeah, let's finish up this face. My brows are completed.
Purchase your tracks today.
Why you walked in here? You wanted to see what I was doing. I promise you. Okay, so now that my brows are in, or whatever the case is, today I'm gonna be doing a cut crease look. So what I'm gonna do is add a little bit more concealer, and then I'm gonna go into my shades. The palette that we're using today is going to be Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous from Morphe. I would show y'all what my palette looked like. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I don't know. I feel like a lot of makeup girls, their palettes look like this anyways. But y'all, I take care of my makeup, but I take care of it to a certain extent. But this is what my palette look like. it's a mess. Like, I need to clean it. Look at my mirror. But yeah, this is what this palette looks like. So you have those shades. Can y'all see them? Don't judge. This is no judgment zone. Remember what I spoke about. I ain't fit for to show anything, so I showed this palette, so don't be judging me. But yeah, we gonna be using this palette today. I don't know what color I might do. I probably would do gold, just to do like the simple look. But yeah. But y'all. Okay, so let's get back into this eye. I'm all over the place too. If you have not witnessed yet, I have ADHD. So put your concealer on that eye, girl. Drop it on that eye. Pat that baby in. And just have fun. Like, makeup is meant to be fun, y'all. Like, don't be scared. My message of the day is God did not embed any fear in his children, so don't be fearful to do anything, and that's on a period. Don't be scared to do nothing. Don't be scared to do nothing. Try it. You're gonna make mistakes, and guess what? We're gonna learn from them, and we're gonna move forward. Okay? Okay. So I'm adding on that concealer. Patting that baby in. Yeah. Then I'm gonna take, remember what I told y'all? I'm not even gonna show that side. You know, I'm not scared to show it because I showed it already. But today we not about to do that again because I already showed y'all my palette and I'm not about to get hit twice. So here's this. The non-label side because the label is ripped up. It's my midnight powder. I usually use this. It's a translucent powder, but baby, the color is orange. It's not translucent at all. It's in the shade Topaz or whatever. I don't know. Yeah. And all you're gonna do is just add that on for your eyelid. Just so that concealer could dry up a little bit. There you go. There you go. So yeah. So then I'm gonna get, like I said, I don't discriminate between my brushes. This is a brush. I don't know where I got it from. Don't know the name. Don't know the number. It worked for this look though. I'm going to get the color Smooth Criminal. That's this shade right here next to this like olive green. So Smooth Criminal is like a natural little brown color. With this color, I'm pretty much gonna pat it in above the crease of my eye. Spread that out and just pat it, sis. Pat, 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 pat. What cartoon they used to be on again? Pat, 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 pat. Something with a spaceship. But yeah. Pat that in, sis. Don't be scared. Pat that color on. No fear. Pat that color in. You see that? You see that? Ain't no fear in my soul. Now, let me stop lying to y'all. If it was to be any bug that flew past my face, or any bug that ran right across me, or any animal, anything like that, I ain't even gonna lie. Video over. So that's just a challenge I need to talk to God about and ask God to remove that fear, but I don't know how easy that's gonna be. It's probably gonna be a little challenge, but I mean, I get there for him. So yeah, what I'm doing right here with that same brush, just blend that color in. I probably don't need another one because I need something that's a little bit more fluffy, but not as big, that same size kind of, but a little bit more fluffy, just so I can get that movement in. So what I did was grab a brush like this. It's flat, it's a little bit more fluffy than that one, and what I'm gonna do is use it to blend out that color. And there goes this. Now let's do the other brow. Let's do the other eye. So get that brown shade again and pat it in. Get some more. Pat it in just so you can get that color out. Pat it above that crease. I usually don't go all the way out here because I don't know, I have a thing when I see people with eyeshadow and like colors all right here. Maybe because I personally don't know how to blend it out yet. I don't know, but I just have a thing with that. I don't like that color right there. Like, to me, it don't look right. So I'm blending it out with the same brush. And then I'm going to grab my fluffy I'm going to grab my fluffy brush again. And I'm just gonna use this one to spread that color out a little bit more. Y'all, I act like this for real. Like, I love doing my makeup. Like, I got too much concealer right here, but it's okay. Yeah. If you want to make it darker, all you have to do is go in with a darker shade. I'm probably gonna use this one right here because it's a bit darker. And what I'm going to do is just pat it back here. I'm not going to spread it out. I'm gonna just leave it right here. I'm gonna let that color sit right there because I want it to be darker on this side. If you want to too, you could add some black. And baby, so add that dark brown color right there. You can clean it up if you want to, but to be honest, once we start adding all that other stuff, it really don't matter. So I just clean it up a little bit, a little like something. Yeah, do this side too. You don't want it to look like chalk. Or somebody took a marker and painted that bit on your face. You don't want that. So there you go. There you go. Let me clean this out a little bit more. That was step 1, outlining your brow, filling them in. Step 2 was adding your concealer, adding your foundation, blending that out. Step 3, add some more concealer, add your translucent powder or whatever powder that you would like, just to hold that stiffness or hold that wetness in. Whatever. The next step is to add your neutral color. With me, I went in the shade of Smooth Criminal. It's the color that works for me with this palette. With that lighter color, pretty much you take it from left to right, left to right, or right to left. And you just blend that out to the point, to your liking, and then put a darker shade on. Boom. Now what I'm going to do is cut my crease. That same concealer I told y'all about, you're gonna use that. Just a little dot like that. Just a little dot. You're gonna use that same pencil if you would like that you did your eyebrows with. Take that shade. this is how I cut my crease. So I put the concealer right here on the bottom part of my eyelid. Like, put a good amount. You can if you want to. And then just look up. Hold it right there for a little bit. Oh, I ain't put enough concealer. Sorry. Okay, so this need to be enough. And then you look up, and then boom. That's where your crease is going to get cut. Yeah, they have these little dots right here because it's backing off my eyelashes. But don't worry about that. We're going to clean it up. So you take that concealer, right? Remember I told you this concealer is full of coverage. You take that concealer. I'm going to turn around a little bit because I need to see what I'm doing because this part is serious. And you pretty much, now y'all know, you know, I'm not even gonna talk about it no more because I already gave y'all the disclaimer, but y'all gonna see. So you take this, and from that line, you just swipe down. That's what I do. I swipe down, make sure all of that is covered. Then I go right here. And I just start matching the line. Work your way to the front. Keep going, girl. Work your way. Work your way. Work, work, work. Sis. Okay, keep brushing. And then with me, I don't want to take my cut crease all the way, but I'm going to take it a little further than this. To probably about right here. Yeah. And then right here, you're not going to fill it in all the way. Just leave like little streaks just so you could be able to blend in that second color along with whatever color you're going to use for this cut crease. So boom, that's my cut crease, right? The shade that I will be using for my cut crease, I need to buy a fan too, by the way, because you could do this if you want to dry that concealer away. Some people add translucent powder or their powder. I'm gonna do it for today just because I don't want to sit here and actually fan this out, and I don't have a fan. So yeah, we're gonna use some powder today, and I'm gonna go ahead and use that same sponge that I used earlier to set my eye and just set that concealer. I'm gonna use a flat brush like this in the shade Guilt Trip. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is what I'm about to do. I'm gonna use Guilt Trip. This one right here, it's like a gold, I don't know. Yeah, that one. And then I'm gonna go in with Coin, which is right next to it, and just lighten it up a bit. So, okay, Guilt Trip, let's go. Let's go, girl trip. So I pat that color in there. Like that. Okay, so I'm not going to use the same brush to add the second color just because I still have to do this eye. So I'm gonna put this brush down and I'm gonna grab a brush that's similar to that. Well, it don't have to be similar, but I'm gonna grab something that's a bit similar. I'm gonna use this one. And then I'm gonna go in the shade Coin, since it's a bit brighter. And I'm just gonna pat Coin on like lightly, just to give it more of that gold look. So Coin is in. Then I'm going to use that brown, that brush that I use for brown, and I'm just gonna go back in with that dark brown and pat it in right here and blend that out a little bit. And you see that concealer that was up there earlier? It's gone. There you go.
Purchase your tracks today.
And I'm just darkening around that crease. And boom. Then I'm going back in with that pencil that I used to brush this out. Well, brush. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna keep saying pencil, but you know what I mean. And you're just gonna clean that up a little bit. Clean it up, clean it up, clean it up. Make it look like something. Clean, clean, clean. Done. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye really quickly, and then I'll be back.
Purchase your tracks today.
Okay, so my other eye is done, and now I'm gonna get into my face. So I'm going to moisturize my face with my cream. So this cream right here that I use, I'm not gonna list it because this is prescribed to me for my eczema. If any of you all have eczema or dry skin and would like to know what my doctor prescribed me for my skin, you're more than welcome to comment down below, and I'll be sure to share that with you. But yeah, this is my cream that I use. You're gonna see like foundation and stuff off where you say eyeshadow, but we're not gonna focus on that. But yeah, I'm just moisturizing that, and this is what I use underneath my makeup. That's gonna stay right there like that because I don't want it more in my hair because I already have moisturizer and stuff. But yeah, it's gonna stay like that. While I was doing my other eye, a topic came up in my head, and the topic focuses back on friends and the reason why I say we need friends to support us and friends that we could lean on, because a lot of times when things happen in our life, we love to either point the finger at somebody else or we point the finger at ourselves. Majority of the times, we're pointing the finger at ourselves. We're thinking to ourselves, well, maybe I should have did this instead of doing that. Like, we start thinking like, oh, well, maybe it is my fault. Well, maybe if I just would have ignored that, or if I just would have moved forward, like this wouldn't happen. Or maybe if I would have listened, like this or that would happen. Sis, stop blaming yourself. Stop making yourself feel down about a situation that could be far from your fault. Stop automatically putting that fault on you, because majority of the time, I promise to you, you may feel like it's your fault, but it's really not your fault. And that's the truth. I get that from my friend. But yeah, that's so truthful. Like, you can't blame yourself for everything that happens in your life. You can't blame yourself for a lot of the things that happen. Sometimes, for example, friendships and relationships and stuff like that. For example, you rocking with somebody, right? And then out of nowhere, they just change. Like, they not doing the same things that they used to do. They not talking to you how they used to talk to you. They probably not calling you, not texting you. Like when you expecting them to, like, it's just different. Like, the vibe is different. Like, it's nowhere the same. Like, it's completely different. And then you start feeling like, damn, what did I say? Or how, like, what did I do to this person to make this person feel this way? Or, you know, like, you just start questioning yourself, like, pretty much trying to check yourself. But in the midst of you checking yourself, are you being fully honest with yourself? Like, why are you blaming yourself for the actions that somebody else took? Why are you trying to fix somebody else when you should be focusing on fixing the flaws within you? You know? Like, I mean, I'm not trying to sound harsh or anything like that, but really, like, a lot of the times, it's not you. It's really not you. It's what that other person is going through. It's what that other person think is the best decision. Like, it's not you. Especially, like, if it comes to, like, relationship wise, if you talking to somebody or you dating somebody or whatever the case is, and they just not what you expected or not what they demonstrated to you before, I promise to you, a lot of the times it's not you. It's really not. It's just what that other person want to do. And I'm not saying sit with that or let that just happen, but it's up to you what you want to do. You can't be afraid of taking the next step. You can't be afraid of saying something. You can't be afraid of saying how you feel. Like, you really have to communicate with that person. You could even use that advice with your mama, like, for real. So I put on my foundation. Today I use the shade 356 and 355 by Fit Me. I mixed two colors because it's just easier for me to get closer to my shade with these colors. They're very close. 365 is Nutmeg and 356 is Warm Coconut. I ain't even gonna lie, I just realized, like, it's 365 and then 356. I ain't even realize that, so I probably made a mistake when I was saying the numbers. But yeah, I'm just realizing that my shades are like this. But yeah, those are the shades that help me get to my skin color, and I love it. Then I'm gonna go right back in with that concealer that I told y'all about. When I say I'm not playing with this concealer, I'm not playing. Like, I'm using this concealer for this whole look and all my looks after this. Like, $1. Really? How you gonna be $1 and you getting full coverage and it's not breaking me out? Like, So I'm just gonna add that concealer down here. Notice how my cut crease almost done. But yeah, I'm just gonna add that concealer. Look at that. And that's just with a little bit. Then I'm gonna add my concealer on this side. Look at that. Add some concealer to this chin. I don't like putting a lot of concealer on my chin or my forehead, and it's just because, like, in the past, like when I do that, I don't know, I feel as if like regardless of what concealer or whatever you use, if you put a lot right there, you're going to get flashback. And that just shows like in all my pictures when I used to do it that way. So I just prefer not to do it. But I know a lot of people that do it and it's not a problem for them. But me personally, maybe I just don't know how to do it. So I just keep it light right there. Pat that concealer in. I'm gonna take some from my forehead and put it on here because I put a little bit less. Pat that concealer in. Take it how I do it the width of my bottom lip. So my chin is right here. What I'm going to do is spread it out all right here. So I cover everything right there that needs to be covered. And then I take it down here and I just blend it in and make sure like there's no extras. Boom, like that. Then with my sponge, I'm gonna take the pointed end and I'm just gonna go in right here on my forehead. I'm using this end because it's easier and neater so I don't touch my eyebrows. So boom, I bring it down the middle of my eyebrows just so I don't look like I got a unibrow. But yeah, right there. Boom. Oh, no. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the flap side and I'm going to do underneath my eyes. Look at all that coverage. Look. Bring it out. I'm gonna use the other side a little bit. Just pat that concealer in. Pat, pat, pat. This is bound to happen. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but my concealer went over my shadow a little bit. And look what I'm about to do. Just get that same brush and blend that brown back out. And boom, that's it. So that's the concealer, right? Now I'm about to do the other side. It's up to you what side of the sponge you want to use. When I get closer to my eyes, I like to use the pointed end. And then when I'm mixing everything else, I do the flat end. On this side was a little bit easier. Y'all, I swear my hair is in my face, but I feel it, but I can't see it. I can't find it. But it's somewhere here. Like, oh. Is this it? Yo. But yeah. There it goes. Contour, not my favorite thing to do. I'm gonna do it today just because of this look. I usually use Morphe's contour. Let me see if I have it with me. So Morphe's contour is probably in my other makeup bag. So today I'm just gonna use LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Mahogany. I like this contour, but I'm not a contour girl. Like I don't know. I just have a thing with contour. It's not like my favorite thing to do, but I'ma do it though, cause they make my look good. But yeah. So to determine the placement of my contour, I'm pretty much gonna squeeze my lips together like this. Turn around, and wherever that bone is, that's where I'm gonna line it with 4 dots. So let's try. See that? You do the same for the next side. It's not always gonna line up. You want to try to line it up like the best that you can, but it's not always gonna line up, I promise you. Then after that, you can do like down here. I usually do like smaller dots because I'm not a contour girl like that. Do your hairline if you want to. And then I'll do my nose after I blend all of this out. So then I'm just gonna take, sorry y'all, I have to keep doing that because your girl thick and my butt be hurting, but. So yeah, I'm going to blend out this contour, and yeah. So I use the brush and I just do circular motions.
Purchase your tracks today.
Now I'm going to set the places where I put my concealer. Well, no, I'm not. I'm actually gonna contour my lips. I'm gonna do it for this lip. Just for this lip. So I take the contour and I just follow my nose bridge. So this side is usually the longer piece. As you see, I'm not even squeezing the bottom. And then right here, I just start mid-range and I just drop it low. And then I curve it right here like a J. Meanwhile, I'm just rubbing whatever excess. What am I saying today? What language I'm speaking today? I just drop whatever. Like, you know, I'm not squeezing this bottle. I'm just dropping whatever extras on it on my nose. This side, my right side, I usually do it longer than the left side. And then the left side, I usually just make it thicker and I just clean that out. So then I'm gonna take a smaller pencil brush like this. And I'm just gonna clean it out. So boom, that's out. Now I'm going to set my face with this powder and let it bake while I finish my eyes. So I'm pretty much placing it everywhere that I put my concealer in. I'm not going to really add any concealer to my nose because I already went down a little bit when I put a lot on my forehead. So I'm not gonna go into putting extra concealer there. It already has contour and a little bit of concealer, so there's no need for me to do that. So I'm just gonna let this bake like this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do with my eyes is pretty much add my highlight, clean it up, clean my natural eyelashes, set my MINKVHOLIC lashes. Y'all, when I say last weekend was my photo shoot and it was bomb, like here's a pair of my 25 millimeters. I'm wearing my lashes already. I showed y'all what it looked like. I'm wearing, the ones that I'm wearing today are gonna be the 25 millimeters. It's gonna be the same ones that I had on in the last look. But when I say I just got this order of these 25 millimeters and they look good, they almost look like 30. This is it right here. These are beautiful. Look at that. MINKVHOLIC is gonna be my baby. The photo shoot was bomb. My models were bomb. They came here with the energy. I loved it. Like, it was so good. The photo shoot was so fun. I might drop a little sneak peek at the end of this video or probably somewhere on the side. But when I say MINKVHOLIC coming and MINKVHOLIC not playing, it's not playing at all. Drop dates still haven't been discussed between myself and myself, just because I just want to make sure like everything look good and everything is, I just want to do that. So I haven't yet thought of a date when I'm gonna drop. I had a date in mind, but then coronavirus came about and messed everything up. So I don't know. I got a little time on my hands. I'm home. If I'm not home, I'm working. So I got time to think about it. So the dates will be back when I got them. But yeah, I will also be dropping the MINKVHOLIC Instagram and stuff like that down below, so you all can just go ahead and follow. I do follow back, and you all will get updates and things like that from the Instagram page or on here. So I'll be dropping that information down below, so you know what to do. But yeah, back to this look. Pretty much I'm baking right now. I'm gonna do the baking for my contour. I call it baking for my contour a little bit after when I take all of this off, but let's go back to the eyes. So pretty much what I'm gonna do to the eyes right now is check to make sure like everything look good. Like over here, when I added that dark brown color, it kind of took away from some of the gold back there. So I'm just gonna go back in with gold. I'm going to go in with coin, the darker gold, just because that's the one I have on the top. And I'm just gonna swiftly, like swift. That's it. Literally, that's it. Just to bring that color out and brown is not just sitting on it. That's it. Literally, that's it. You could do the same thing with this side. Swift. Bring that gold out a little bit. I tap the brown a little bit, tap that off, boom, done. Okay, now you have to clean up your lashes before you put on your actual lashes. But before I do that, I'm gonna add some glue to my lashes just so they're ready for when I put them on. Where's my glue? And then after that, I usually spray just before I put my lashes. I'm extra, so I put extra. My lash is still loading, so yeah. So what I'm gonna do is, since I'm waiting on my lashes, I'm just gonna go ahead and add my blush. I use Baked Blush plus Illuminator plus Bronzer by NYX in the shade BBL 08 Ignite Passion. She looks like this. Really probably can't see it, but she looks like that. With this one, I really like this one because, like mentioned in my other video, she don't give me that pink, like, oh, it's too pink or it's too red. Like, sis, my blush don't even show in real life, so I just need something to look a little cute, make that little area look a little popping, and that's it. I don't need none of the extras. It's not wanted. And that's it. I just pat that right into my cheek area, and that's it. I don't put extras, none of that. Keep in mind, when you're doing your face and all of that, focus on your neck too. You don't want to be walking out and your face look brown and then your neck looking like, sis, cover that neck, cover it. Nobody don't want to see the extraness. Just cover the neck. So what I'm doing here is just going in with a powder. You can use, so, okay. Remember earlier when I was talking about this thing right here and how I used to use it as a foundation and all of that stuff? It's not dry, it's not wet, like it's just that right texture. What I still do is I tap this a little bit. I'm gonna find out what this is, but until then, let me show you what I do. I pop it in a little bit and then I go throughout my neck with it. So it's still a foundation and a powder in my head, and it helps my neck look like my face. So that's what I use. That's my little tip. All right, so now that we got that intact, let's put these lashes on. I'm gonna start with this side. Dang, I'll let my lashes dry a little bit. I'm gonna do it over here because this is where my mirror at, okay? I'll do a tutorial on how to put on lashes too, but let me just pop these on. Boom, boom. Well, actually, I wanna do it for y'all. So let's do it here. So how I usually do it, I pop it right in the middle of my eyes, stick it there, and then I go into the edges and I pat those in, but yeah. Okay, so let me get a little bit closer so y'all can see. You see how my lashes are like bouncing back off? That's because I let them sit too long. The glue done dried up. Remember I said, don't be fearful to do anything? Sis, pop them babies back off and add some more glue. Don't be walking out your house with no glue on your lashes or your lashes falling off. Add some more glue. Let them babies sit back down and put them things on. Like, stop playing yourself. Don't be scared to pop them things off. I don't care if you on camera. I don't care if you in public. Walk with that glue in your purse. Walk to that bathroom. Snatch them things off and put them right back on. Don't care what other people gonna say. I'm pretty sure they probably walking around with their lashes sticking off and have people looking at them crazy, but baby, we're not gonna do that, okay? We're gonna not be fearful and we're gonna rip them lashes off and we're gonna move forward. But yeah, I went ahead and I did my lashes off camera. Well, at least this one, because I really wanted to know what was wrong with it. Push come to shove, I just wasn't using enough glue. So yeah. Then I want to refocus on this right here. So this is called AOA Studio Wonder Big Eyeshadow. I ordered it from Shop Miss A online. All of their makeup products are pretty much $1. They're like drugstore makeup products. Some of them are really good. I have some of the products here with me that I actually use from time to time. But this one specifically, I just won't recommend it because I don't know, like it has that but then it also has that So I don't know, I'm just gonna use it with this look today because already my eyes are bright and I don't need anything extra on my face. So I'm just gonna use this one for today. Yeah. Okay, so where's my highlight brush? Just to give it a little bit more color. Pat that back in. Keep patting. And boom. Let me take this out and this out. And yes, y'all, that's the look for today. This was a cut crease using brown and gold. I can come in a little bit closer. I am going to drop pictures at the end of this video. If you have any questions, if you need me to go over anything that I went through in this video, feel free to comment down below. I'm also going to be dropping my email address, so you're more than welcome to email me as well. But thank you so much for watching today.